Good morning, everyone. It is 8:01. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Jill Gilardi here, and really enjoying talking about our local weather. Of course, we have also a major hurricane in the Atlantic to discuss too. But let's get to our weather first, especially for today. Breezy to start. Those winds will calm down as the afternoon wears on. We'll show you that in just a bit. Dropping dew point temperatures. Cooler than average air is already taken over, decreasing clouds eventually today too. And look at how much cooler we are compared to 24 hours ago. Yeah, pretty significant. Now we're getting into that like almost 10 to 15 degrees cooler. And there are some of the gusts, 18 Meriden, 21 New Haven. So those numbers continue to back off ever so slowly after 1 o'clock. Not much of a gusty wind to deal with. Coming out of the northeast through most of today, and then kind of flipping and switching later on tonight. And today it is going to feel like the thermometer says. So highs today, mid-upper 70s. Nice cool night ahead. Some of you may be opening up the windows already. We're talking about cooler and less humid conditions for this afternoon. Those lovely highs below average. And as we take a look at the lows, we're forecasting some 40s, low 50s, maybe mid 50s at best down towards the shoreline. So lovely stuff. High pressure continues to build in. It will push in that drier, cooler air, and those clouds will move on out as well. So looking fantastic. Thank you, high pressure. We're watching the tropics, of course. We have major Cat 4 Hurricane Erin. We're also watching a disturbance that's off the coast of Africa that has a moderate chance of formation. So that's next in line. It is the time of year we start to see more hurricanes. Peak season is September. And boy, do we still have a massive hurricane, very big now, certainly lashing the Turks and the Caicos, the islands, with those outer bands. The center, where the worst of it, will just miss them. And we are expecting it to continue to make that track in that northwesterly fashion, then north, then northeast, and weakening as it moves over colder waters, getting picked up by a trough and being sent out to sea. But speaking of sea, it's really going to make those ocean waves rise and rise, and we're talking about developing some of those swells, 3 to 5 feet, 6 to 9 feet, Wednesday, Thursday night. That is when the ocean, you're talking about Atlantic Ocean, you're talking about the waves, even in parts of like Block Island Sound, Rhode Island Sound, they could get 12 to 15 feet high, maybe even higher than that. It's the sound, the Long Island Sound, we're protected. It's only about 3 to 4 versus the 12 to 15 at the height of when these waves are going to be the highest. Now, there will be along the Atlantic-facing beaches high surf. Again, some of that's going to be closer to the east and west side of Long Island. We'll be monitoring that area. Maybe the eastern side of Long Island Sound could get a little rough, and we'll keep you posted on that. Some dangerous rip currents. There could be some coastal flooding at high tides. Of course, it's a little early, but the Weather Service will issue what is necessary, those alerts, and we'll be passing them along as we get closer to the Wednesday, Thursday time frame. And then gradually the wave heights will go down, especially as we head into the weekend. So if you head to the beach for the weekend, the surf won't be as rough. On the Sound today, there's actually a small craft advisory in effect until 2 p.m. So the wave height's about 2 to 3, maybe as high as 4 foot, whatever you want to call it. And then we have the winds northeast 15 to 25 early on. Visibility will be okay. And we'll eventually see more sunshine later on today. Beach forecast in general becoming partly cloudy. Highs in the mid and upper 70s. So yeah, that's below average. What else is below average? The amount of rain our state has seen, below average. We did get a little rain out towards the Norwich yesterday. Last night, it was just very localized. Didn't have to deal with severe weather. And unfortunately, the forecast, at least this week, looks not great for rain. When monitoring Wednesday, there was one of our in-house models was like, ooh, rain. I'm like, wait a minute now. Don't you dare try and get us all excited when every other model right now didn't have much. So we'll keep you posted on Wednesday. Sunday, there were like hints. Sunday or next Monday hints at some rain. So that's probably what this outlook is kind of picking up on. Something close to 7 days, maybe slightly beyond, that could give us a little bit of rain. So we hope for that. That chance is definitely leaning in that direction. So normal low is 62. Normal high is 83. It'll take until probably about Friday to get back to normal with our temperatures. Overnight lows, though, are going to be cooler than that. And the outlook is for a lean towards cooler than average temperature, especially beyond the 7-day. And that leads us to the 7-day. So upper 70s the next 3 days in a row. 50s for lows. The coolest is going to be tonight. And there will be some 40s when it's 50 in the Hartford area. There'll be some 40s. But yeah, 50s, that's all below average. Remember, 62 is the normal low. May take until Sunday to get close to that or slightly above. And it's just slightly above average Friday through the weekend. It will be breezy. That will be the case. That will be the only kind of condition you can expect from Aaron here in the state of Connecticut. We'll see if any rain manages to develop Wednesday. It's still in question, and then we'll monitor as to whether it's Sunday or Monday. We could see our next chance for showers after that. So we're keeping having to water. At least, it's cooler out there and a little less stress on the plants in general as well, and nature as well. All right, that is your latest version of First Alert Weather Extra. So we'll be looking at all the new data and updating these graphics for you and sharing that information coming up tonight at 9:30. Enjoy this lovely weather. Have a great rest of your day.